High above the Donbas, a dense fog rolled in over the battlefield. The rain fell steadily, drenching the landscape and blurring every shape into shadow. Somewhere in that haze, Russian armored vehicles began to move forward, their silhouettes almost invisible to the skies above. For the first time in months, the hum of Ukrainian drones that usually fills the air was faint. This wasn't a coincidence. Russia seems to have found a new, unconventional way to fight back against Ukraine's overwhelming drone advantage by using the weather itself as a weapon. Rather than deploying new jamming systems or interceptor missiles, Russian commanders are learning to let nature work in their favor. It's a simple concept, but one that's already proving effective. As visibility drops, Russia's armored units can advance without being immediately targeted. Here is what we've learned about this new approach. On the modern battlefield, drones are often the deciding factor between success and failure. Ukraine's ability to detect, identify, and strike Russian positions using small, unmanned systems has been one of the cornerstones of its defense. But drones, for all their sophistication, have one major weakness. They rely heavily on weather. Fog, rain, and cloud cover interfere with their sensors, reduce optical clarity, and distort infrared imaging. That's precisely what Russian forces have begun exploiting. Analysts at the National Interest observe that Moscow's troops now time many of their major assaults to coincide with fog or rain, effectively blinding Ukrainian aerial surveillance. This tactic allows Russian mechanized units like tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, and armored personnel carriers to maneuver across the front with a degree of freedom they haven't had in months. According to the report, these weather-based offensives aren't just isolated events. They appear to be part of a larger tactical shift, as Russian commanders use meteorological forecasts to plan movements. When the skies turn gray and visibility drops below a few hundred meters, Ukraine's drones become far less reliable. At such moments, Russia's ground forces take advantage of the gap, launching strikes on fortified positions or advancing toward Ukrainian strongholds. This approach echoes an old military principle, one deeply rooted in Russian doctrine: maskirovka, or the art of concealment and deception. From Soviet times to the present day, Russia has emphasized using terrain and timing to achieve surprise. Now, it's taking that philosophy to the skies, transforming weather into a strategic ally. Unlike hypersonic missiles or high-tech jamming devices, this secret weapon requires no engineering or electronics. It's about timing, terrain, and patience. The weather itself, fog, rain, and cloud, becomes a natural shield. In simple terms, poor weather conditions drastically limit drone capabilities. Optical cameras can't focus through fog, while thermal sensors struggle when rain cools the environment evenly, masking heat signatures. Even the best Ukrainian drones, like the Leleka 100 or PD-2, lose precision in such conditions. Their footage turns blurry, navigation drifts off course, and operators can't distinguish real targets from shadows. This loss of situational awareness opens up opportunities for Russian assault groups. A formation of tanks that would normally be picked off by drone-guided artillery can now move closer without detection. Infantry units can cross open terrain that, under clear skies, would have been suicidal. The rain muffles sound, the fog hides shapes, and together they create a rare window where mechanized warfare can unfold with minimal interference. But it's not just a matter of convenience. The strategy has deeper implications. Russian forces are trying to reintroduce the concept of coordinated, large-scale offensives, something they've struggled with since the start of the war. By timing their attacks around weather cycles, they're able to mass troops and vehicles without attracting immediate Ukrainian retaliation. Analysts warn that this could signal a renewed emphasis on combined arms tactics, where tanks, artillery, and infantry operate together again under one protective veil, that of the sky itself. This modern use of weather warfare is not entirely new. but it's the first time it's been documented so systematically in the context of drones. Instead of fighting technology with technology, Russia is turning to environmental control, using natural conditions to reduce the effectiveness of Ukraine's most successful battlefield tool. While the weather may favor Russia at times, Ukraine is far from powerless. Ukrainian forces have already started adapting to this new pattern, recognizing that their reliance on drones must be supported by other means of reconnaissance and strike coordination. First, Ukraine is expanding its use of all-weather detection systems such as radar, acoustic sensors, and ground-based observation networks that can operate when visibility drops. These systems help compensate for the temporary blindness of drones and allow artillery to keep functioning effectively. Secondly, Ukrainian engineers are focusing on improving drone resilience. Some drone models are being fitted with thermal imaging upgrades, while others are designed to handle moisture and turbulence better. The goal is to create a fleet that can still function, even if imperfectly, when the skies are against them. And when it comes to deception, Ukraine has also proven creative. In a clever twist, Ukrainian forces recently began using balloons to confuse Russian air defenses during large-scale drone attacks on Moscow and the Republic of Tatarstan. The balloons, launched alongside real drones, act as decoys, forcing Russian radar systems to waste ammunition and attention on false targets. According to Western media, this tactic successfully distracted Russian operators, increasing the survival rate of the actual drones. It's a reminder that innovation in this war isn't always about high-tech solutions. Sometimes simplicity wins. President Volodymyr Zelensky has acknowledged that some Russian attacks have been timed to coincide with adverse weather, specifically to reduce Ukraine's ability to respond. Yet, rather than seeing it as an unanswerable threat, Ukraine is turning this awareness into preparation. The war has become a test not only of firepower, but of adaptability. And Ukraine continues to prove that innovation, even in the face of nature, remains one of its strongest defenses. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.